Hey guys, I'm here today. I wanted to check out a couple trailers that came out yesterday from Summer Game Fest. Two of which that I really wanted to check out with you guys. There's a bunch of trailers that came out yesterday, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get to all of them. I'm just going to get to the main ones that really interest me. And this video is going to focus on the Final Fantasy VII videos that we got, both for FFVIII and for Rebirth. We got a gameplay trailer and just a trailer in general for Rebirth, and I'm really excited to look into that, man, because FF7 Remake was such a phenomenal surprise to me, man. I had such a blast playing it, 100%ed it. I absolutely adored what they were doing with that, but like going into the open world, the only thing I know going into this, because I gotta tell you, it took every ounce of my willpower to not just watch this trailer. There was like one detail that I did find out up front ahead of time, and that is the revelation, the reveal that in the day and age of modern gaming, Blu-ray discs and all that stuff, this game is going to be 2 discs. What the hell? Oh my God. I was saying, like, with the scope and scale, if they wanted to keep it like accurate to what the original game was, this thing's got to be massive, and that's kind of crazy, man. I don't think there's been another game that's been like this. I mean, we've seen like where the game's on one and the installation's on the other, so like one's basically like just a DRM pass. That doesn't seem to be the case here. But anyway, we're gonna start off with FFVIII. It's a shorter trailer, and we'll save the best for last. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. Oh. Yo! We still do not know Sephiroth. Do you know about dumb apples? God. Yo. Yeah, man. Look at these outfits, dude. Yo. God, man, another gacha game, though. Baked in between all of this. Before Crisis. Looks pretty interesting, man. Oh, what? All right. Pre-registration begins now. That looks pretty solid, man. I mean, all it is basically is just an episodic recap of all of the games, all of the entries within the Final Fantasy VII compilation, with a little bit of, I guess, its own threaded story, original and unique to it, expanding upon Sephiroth. You know, what happened after the Wutai War, what happened with the fallout with Genesis and all that, kind of more from his perspective. Got to see the things that he saw. Maybe see what made him the hero that everybody knows him as, and then maybe add to that fall a little bit. Now, I did see that, you know, obviously it's, you know, in between that, there's still some type of gameplay involved, and for the characters in whatever game you're playing, you get these loot boxes where you can dress them up and all kinds of stuff. We've seen like Wedding Dress Aerith, we've seen a bunch of crazy stuff, Samurai Cloud, and so on and so on. There's a bunch of new ones they showed off there, so, you know, they're going to make their bank off of it, but it is a free-to-play game. But I would definitely be there to re-experience some of the stories that maybe I haven't in a long time, and I've actually never played before Crisis. I don't even know if it came stateside at all. I'm pretty sure it didn't. I've read the synopsis before, but it's been so long, I don't really remember any of the details about that one. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be fun to check it out and see how it goes. All right, now the big one, the big guns. Let's check out Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Here we go.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster, caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Oh, wait. What? Maybe that's the timeline Zach's in. That would explain why Aerith wasn't in the church. I mean, there's a bunch of refugees there.
Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it,
Whoa.
it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
I was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
Dude.
Stream.
Yo, the observatory.
The very essence of our star.
Bugenhagen.
The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgar. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Reunion.
Well, now, think we will.
Yo.
Angered it, more like.
Dude.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest.
Yo,
embrace.
Elena.
Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Oh, shit. Yo. Let's go. Junon. Yo. Oh yeah, the synergy attacks. I forgot about those added from Integrate and whatnot. Holy shit. Aerith and Tifa team attacks.
Keep her away from me.
They say she's a monster,
Whoa.
that she can peer inside you. Into the
All
very
right,
depths of
the
your
ship.
soul. That she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Oh, don't you be playing that game. Rebirth. Early 2024. 2 discs. Jesus. God, it looks so good. Holy shit. I love the just the breadth of the terrain, like the exploration. And I just want to know like how sweeping this is going to be, and also just how far it covers. And I love that we're playing around with the memory aspect of it now. Obviously that's going to come up one way or the other, but with that opening, that alternate happening with the Midgar event, with everything that happened, the tornado, you know, we saw the whispers, we saw that tornado, obviously towards the back end of the last game. So this is maybe the alternate timeline of that is created from this ripple effect of them breaking reality and changing things. You know, we saw that timeline with Zack with the different stamp, with him returning with his own cloud, still making his way to Midgar, seemingly safely, but not in time to really stop what happened. So it makes me wonder if like Aerith maybe got captured, Avalanche didn't have Cloud with them or whatever. I don't know. I'm very curious about what the events are. I mean, timeline-wise, Zack should have been in Midgar before any of that had happened. But who knows with the time dilation, just the general overall effects, what exactly happened. Because we saw him walking away. Obviously, we see that memory as Zack is carrying Cloud away, whatever. But then he doesn't die. So we got to presume whatever happens with Cloud from that point onward. Maybe Cloud does go off and join them, but I don't know. There's a lot of weird discrepancies because of what they're doing that probably are not going to add up until we actually play the game at all. So, like, I'm really curious about that whole thing with the branch timeline Zach's living in, because at least based on the evidence we've seen, he's definitely not in this. They don't share a timeline. And then that begs the question of when we saw Biggs at the end also waking up being tended to, what timeline's he in? Which side is he on? I'm very curious about all of that, because it definitely makes you question a lot of what you were seeing in, like, the epilogue of Remake. So, man, And then we have Sephiroth being, like, trying to gaslight Cloud again, playing with his memories, because I don't remember that being a line in the actual original game at all, and I played it pretty recently. So, like, I could be forgetting it, but, like, him being like, you know I killed her, so who is she? Trying to cast doubt on Tifa. It's like, you saw me kill her. Try to cast doubt on his team, on his memories. I mean, he also could be talking about Aerith now. What if we do, like, a bait and switch in this one? Instead of Aerith dies in the remake, what if Tifa does this time around? I would rage. God. Anyway. It still blows my mind that Tyler Hoechlin is voicing Sephiroth, man. Our current Superman at the moment. If you're new to the channel, I've been reacting to Superman Lois seasons 1 through 3. Currently on season 3. Anyway, I'm very curious to see what they do with this, because they said a lot of it will be the same, but there's going to be some things that obviously will be different, expanded upon, but also some deviations. And I'm very curious to see what those are. I'm wondering, though, like, when are we going to see Sid? When are we going to see, are we going to save him and Vincent for part 3? Or are we just hanging on to them? Because it depends on how far this goes. Like, how much we tread into the game from this point onward. One thing to do, hope that they kind of do this in a way that you weren't able to do before in the original, was when you go to Cosmo Canyon, and you go through Red 13's whole little storyline, you also learn his real name. Like, Red 13's the designation given to him by Hojo. In the game, it always bothered me that once you learn his real name, he's like, yeah, you can still call me Red 13 or whatever, because, like, they didn't want to, like, give you the mechanic to, like, change the name again. I hope there's an option to alter the name and actually call him by his name when that comes up. But aside from that, man, it looks gorgeous. Looks gorgeous, man. Those landscapes, great. Again, I'm just wondering, like, how open this is going to be, how much you'll be able to explore. Like, is it going to be completely open world, or is it going to be, like, these interconnected areas that you can explore? I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm curious about that Sephiroth thing, because we know, at least, I think they confirmed, and if you play through the game more than once, you can definitely tell that there's, I think, 3 different Sephiroths, 3 distinct versions of Sephiroth throughout the game. I believe it was 3. It was either 3 or 4 was the actual number of variants of Sephiroth that you see throughout the game. There's 2 that are explained within the main narrative, and then there's 1 that seems to exist outside of it. Oh, I want to know what they're going to do. I can't wait for this game, man. 2024 cannot come soon enough. But man, guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts, your theories? Let me know down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. And before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Philly Vane, York Korscott, Margaret Grace, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, M. Sephiroth, Jake and Trail, Tiff, and Eric Official. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.